Well, good morning. Here we are in Monterey, and we're gonna do a little flight over into the valley. But you've flown across here so many times, like up to San Jose and San Francisco, and over to Sacramento. I don't know whether we went into Merced, but certainly Fresno, the Central Valley of California. And today we're using the TBM, which I've stated is one of my favorite aircraft. And we'll get into a little more about that. But it's just a wonderful plane. It's got all the bells and whistles, which I didn't have when I was flying in the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Most of my flying. So let me get rid of the this overlay of our audio visual. And here we are, Monterey, and technically one of the first flights I took with students. I got my instructor's rating back in 66, around in there, and I was instructing and going to college at the same time. Wanted to get out of the airlines. So anyway, I had some students. I started a flying club at Monterey Peninsula College, and I was teaching, and we would go on excursions. We had a Cherokee 6 at the Piper dealer, so we'd grab the Cherokee 6, and we'd go over to Columbia. We'd also go up here, after you go past Carquinez, up here Fairfield. Probably right about in there is here. I'll show you. Is a little. Oh, it would be Vacaville, and that is. Let's see, what's that? Yeah, the Nut Tree Airport, and we'd have lunch there at the Nut Tree. And this is Highway 80 coming down out of Sacramento. There's Davis, and over here Sacramento. Highway 80 comes right down there, and so we'd take that flight. That was one of our flights. We'd also go to Napa, to Jonesy's for lunch, and so all these little places. When you have an airplane, you have all these neat little places you can go and visit. So one of the places that I was attracted to was Columbia, and Columbia was being made into a state park, the actual town of Columbia, where they have gold mines over there. And back in the old days, a stagecoach would come and pick you up at the airport. And let's see if we see the town there's, and I think the town is just a little bit north. Yeah, here's the town of Columbia, and this became a state park. I think you have noticed large parking facilities here. And I forget where the old hotels are. Lots of old history up there. So what we're going to do is just to shorten the flight and make it a little more interesting and show you the relative area. Here we're going to take off from Mariposa. Almost forgot the name. Mariposa, and you see real close by these highlighted, which handcrafted area. This is, of course, you'll recognize Yosemite, El Capitan, and I get El Capitan and the where's the Half Dome. I mix those two up, but it's very obvious when you see Half Dome that you know it's not El Capitan. So we'll take off and fly in through here. That's to the east, and then we'll swing back around, and we have the course, so we can, if we miss, this is New Maloney's Reservoir, and Sonora is right there, and that's Columbia, and then Angels, San Andreas, and Angels Camp is right over here, and then we used to go up here to a friend had a cabin here in Murphy's, and used to go over there. The man who had the Comanche, my ex-student Storm and Norman, had a van line, and he had also a Comanche. It taught him to fly in '66. Okay, enough reminiscing. Here, let's get flying here. And we're going to be in Mariposa. We're not going to be flying the A5. And I hope they can stay in business. They're having a little trouble. I don't know whether some of the stuff you see online is not exactly the truth. Look at the colors. I'm going to stick with the colors. They're beautiful. So we're taking off to the east, and we'll have the sun is setting in the west. So we'll see how that goes. And let's take a look at this. See what we got here. And nothing's happening. Wow, it's really pretty. So something's going on with our system. Oh, I got it. my control is not on, so we have to just plug that in and out. That hasn't done that in a while. Oh. Oop. New device detective, keep default. And let's see, restart. This is what you have to do.
Kilo Mike Papa India traffic Dahar 527 Bravo Charlie,
and
taking
here,
off runway
now,
8 east departure.
Now we got ready to fly. There we are, and here we are. We'll take this out a little bit and just move it over one, so we can see all these beautiful screens. Line that up perfectly, and let's go outside, and we take off. And we're first stop is Yosemite, so that's just to fly east. We'll almost go there. We'll see if we spot that. And we'll look back here, rotate, wheels up, flaps up. And we make a slight turn to the right. Excuse me, to the left. Looking back at it, it's to the right of our picture. And oh, we got a full moon coming up. Beautiful day. Hope it looks as good on your screen. Now we have to come back, and we're going to be flying just pretty low, so we won't change bring this back so we don't over torque. So let's see if we how we're doing on our chart. What is that? Yeah, we've got. Okay. Yeah, we could take the inertial separator off. I don't know what the ITT is. That took care of it. So let's see if we can pick up Yosemite right here. And then we're going to look for Hetch Hetchy Reservoir. I think we go right over this, right over in here. Oh, what we'll do is we'll pull up our chart. I think we're heading pretty good. maybe, yeah, that's Hetch Hetchy Reservoir right there. So we're heading right into Yosemite Valley. This looks to be, I believe. And I'll look at Hetch Hetchy Reservoir on my little Apple. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay, we're 9,000 feet. We don't really have to be this high, but okay, let's get this centered. We'll bring the sun up a little bit more. There we go. I believe we're going pretty good here. So the 9:30. What are we doing? We're doing 200 out of 270 knots. Could have turned on the autopilot. Let's do that. Go in here. I think we're going to go right at the let's see, heading, and we're heading 035, 041 heading, and turn on the autopilot. There we go. Go back outside, go on our tail. Yep. There's looks like the entrance to Yosemite Valley. Yep, that's Half Dome. And there's Yosemite. We can turn our heading to the right. Go about 60 degrees. And we can put the nose down a little bit. Turn the nose down. Here we go into Yosemite Valley, right there. Then we're going to swing over to Half Dome. I forget what they call this, the creek, the Bridal Veil Falls, Yosemite Falls would be right in there. Yosemite Valley, Ahwahnee. There's Yosemite Falls right there. Okay, now we're going to go 090. We're going to go out here to 330 to head for 330. 329 will do it. 330. We'll see how we're heading. This is what where we're heading, and we should end up going right over the reservoir. Let me see here. Now we get the chart in. Hetch Hetchy Reservoir. Come around. This is Hetch Hetchy, which is the water supply for San Francisco. While we're here, we'll look around the Sierras, back toward Yosemite and Half Dome and all that business. This is probably the Owens Valley is right over in there. And up in here to the south a little bit is Mammoth Mountain. And we're heading right for Hetch Hetchy. We're still climbing. We got to get what I need to do is turn on the altitude hold. So we're going to put the altitude down to let's see if we put the altitude at probably 9,000 feet here, 7,500 altitude, and we want to take it down. So we'll take it down at 2,000 feet a minute. This shows how well this machine climbs. Now we're coming up on Hetch Hetchy Reservoir, which they say would be another Yosemite Valley in here. The environmentalists would like it to be opened up, but it is the water supply. And if you ever have a chance in San Francisco, do taste the water right out of the tap. It's absolutely delicious. So that's Hetch Hetchy. And it goes down here to the left. And again, a water supply for San Francisco. And we can increase our rate of descent. Yeah, there it is. Hetch Hetchy. And now we're going to look at going into, we got to make sure we're heading for Columbia. So our original course goes right there. So we'll get this out. And we're not quite paralleling. So we have to go left, right into there. And we'll go back on here and let's move this back over. No, we need to go over the other way. We need to go heading to the left, and we'll go out to the west. Yeah, it looks like it's due west, and we need to come down. So we're gonna select altitude 75. Let's go down to 6,000 feet. We'll increase our rate of descent to 3,000. Come back on the power. Coming left. Want to go right in there. Now we'll go back outside. I believe we're coming around to 270. We're not quite. We got to come maybe 10 degrees more. So we'll come back to 252. How's that? Now see when we're heading straight across there to the left. I love all the gadgets here. And we probably can come down to, we're coming out of the mountains. So let's see how we're doing. We're right on 250, and we see I think that's like the new Maloney's Reservoir is right just past there. We look pretty good. We can just move it over one. We're going to land. We'll go 250. And how are we doing on our altitude? 9. So we want to go down to 6. I think we have it set for 59. Yeah. So we'll go down to 5,000 feet. Here we go. Yeah, it might be a little bit low. We want to move the altitude, so we'll go back inside. We want to bring the altitude back up to 6,000. Skimming the tops of the trees. 6,500. There we go, 6,800.
500.
That's just about right. Now we need the sun coming up. We want to move that around. Heading right for the airport. Move the sun out of our eyes. Can't always do this when you're in the air. There we go. And we'll come on down here, start looking for, and we want to move this in. And we can go another little shot here. So that's the new Maloney's, and we'll look for this little river. Don't know what river that is coming into the new Maloney's Reservoir. And move this over so we see where our airplane is when it comes into view. Go out one. 35. So it's a little over to the right. So we'll change this to right 5 degrees. How about 10 degrees? About 8 degrees. How about that? We ended up 7 degrees. Looks like it's heading right at it. And back in my day, you used to have your chart in your hand, in your lap, and we'll see. We'll look out here, and watch for the lake. I believe I see the lake coming up right there, and then just on the right side of the lake, looks like we're heading right at it. We'll find Columbia Airport. We'll look back at the mountains, and yep, it is snowing up in the mountains. So let's see, we're doing 250 knots. We have about 20 miles to go. I haven't been in, I have driven in. This could be Highway 4 coming up here out of Jackson. That goes up to all the, like Angels Camp is down here. That might be out to our right. So we've got Twain Hart. So that road coming up the other side there, that was actually 108 going up there. So now we have to start slowing down. Bring the power back. Going to take the autopilot off. Start dropping down. New Maloney's Reservoir. Okay, I think I see the airport. They're possibly right in there. The last time I landed there was in the 60s. I did drive by. We were driving up there along Highway 49. I saw a little flash of a light right there. Right there. Yeah. So we'll go downwind this way. That is the airport. Slowing down. It sure wasn't that easy to find back in the and we'll be putting the gear down here in a minute. It's nice having this little chart. So we'll put the gear down, we'll notch a flap, a little early on the flap speed. And you can go to YouTube and start touring Angels Camp. Turn off the chart. Full flap. It should be alright, maybe just a little power, keep it at about 80. That should do it. There we go. Did they get the flaps up? There they are. And this used to be, probably still is, a firefighting base where they pick up the borate. Has a little grass strip that crosses right over here, the second runway. Little grass strip goes out in there, the other side of the trees. And we won't need fuel, but we'll go up here right to the fixed base operator and call used to have a stagecoach there. Here. Yeah, we'll go right around here like this. There we go. Doesn't look like the old Columbia where we used to go in, but little fixed base operator would be right. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, little field. You see where the other grass strip goes out over there. A few more buildings. Not as many airplanes. Got more turboprops. So if the stagecoach doesn't pick us up to take us downtown, we can actually walk to town, which will be good for us, and have lunch. Maybe get a gold mine tour. Actually, they had gold mines here. They also probably did some panning for gold. And we're going to enjoy a few hours here at Columbia Airport. A state park, a town that's been made into a state park in California. Well, thanks for climbing aboard with us, riding along, and we'll see you soon. Happy New Year.